Hi guys, how you doing?
Hi there. How are y'all? This is I'm Keith,
And I'm Dell.
and we are Renjeaux, and we listen to cool albums. Dell, what are we listening to today?
We are listening to a big one, Keith. Genesis,
Oh my god.
A Trick of the Tail.
Yes, this is a seminal album in my life for sure. Our first Genesis album that we're listening to, as part of our show, of course.
Right.
I've listened to this album hundreds of times.
This is 45 years ago. Yes.
Oh my gosh. And look at those cool wind-blown rock stars.
These are the guys that make up this album at this time. Peter Gabriel is not with them. This is the first album without Peter Gabriel. We got Mike Rutherford on guitar and bass. Phil Collins on drums. Everyone knows Phil Collins. He is a drummer.
And vocals.
Tony Banks guitar. Steve.
For the first time.
No, Tony Banks keyboards. Oh, God, how did I do that? He's my favorite keyboard player.
Well,
Tony
he
Banks
plays 12-string guitar.
Yeah. And Steve Hackett does play guitar. All guitars.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mike plays guitar and bass. Phil, this was the first album that Phil sang on.
Yeah.
Right? In fact, that was kind of the big thing. Peter just left, and they were kind of
This is their
all freaking out. Are we going to be able
studio
to?
album? So he did 6 with Peter. In fact, Phil wasn't in the
Right.
band at first, and then joined them later on. But this is the 7th studio album, the first one without Peter Gabriel. And actually, Phil thought that they should probably try an instrumental out. You know, do an instrumental album.
That was
and everyone else thought that'd be boring. So they thought they'd try some singer out, and they had auditions, and didn't really work out. It wasn't in the right range. They'd have to, and then so Phil, actually the first song he tried to sing was Squonk, and that worked out great.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty difficult song. So I really thought the rest of it would work out pretty good. In fact, Phil used to sing a lot with Peter when Peter was singing. In fact, they would double track a lot. They would double track and then change vocals back and forth at times. So
yeah, harmonies and stuff. Yep.
So why not? Why not have Phil?
And it worked, man. This is such a, oh my God. I mean, and a lot of people loved it, especially in England, but even the United States. This was a pretty well received album.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Can we get into it? I mean, "Dance on a Volcano" is such an awesome song.
Here we go.
And what is this flute sound right here? It's got to be a synthesizer. Now, live, Steve Hackett plays that guitar part.
I think it's everybody.
I guess maybe it is guitar.
Maybe it's both
on the album. I always just could be. That's one of the cool things about this album is they really got. And the cool thing about Genesis always, there's that. Of course, the Mo guitarist bass pedals are. I love 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's just such an awesome sound. Just beautiful, the big move pedals, the guitar arpeggiations, and here comes the cool Bill singing here.
Holy mother of God, you got to go faster than that to get to the top. Dirty old mountain, all covered in smoke. She can turn you to stone, so you better start doing it right. Better start doing it right.
Great melody. Still instrumental both at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what gives that rhythmic jump pop there. Such a weird, cool sound, you know. Here we go to instrumental break here. This is classic Genesis. Get into these, you know, let's change this feel of the song altogether.
Right.
But cool.
But it still fits.
But they come back into it.
Right.
It is. It's still in 7.
On your left and on your
And the harmonies.
crosses are green, the crosses are blue. You're freshly make it through.
The rhythm right here. Ow, ow, ow.
Out of the night and out of the
The
dark.
harmonies.
Into the fire and into the fight. Well, that's the way the heroes go. Oh, oh. To a cracking mother, blazing hot,
molten rock.
still down over the land. And the love is the lover who licks your boots away.
The lava's the lover who licks your boots away. He's dancing on this volcano, man. You want to boil this well? Better start the dance.
Do you wanna dance with me?
Love it.
You better start doing me
Phil has those high harmonies
Yeah.
that I just love.
Music's playing, the notes are right.
The music's playing, the notes are right.
Into the light, the edge of this city is the edge of the world. And if you're gonna cross, better start doing it right. Better start doing it right. Better start doing it right.
Let the dance begin. And this is a Tony Banks break here, man. Yeah, right, he's jumping around on the volcano there, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still in 7.
Sound like a lead on a Taurus pedals too at the same time.
Here we go.
And that's the way.
Ah, my feet are burning.
No whistle.
Yeah, a little Brazilian whistle there, like a samba or something. Genesis, man, just the master transitions, man. And how many different variations can we make of this in different beat rhythms and keys and
Right. So that was the first track they actually started working on. In fact, Peter left and they just wanted to prove that, they were so prolific, for 7 years?
6 albums?
Six albums.
Yep.
And they just wanted to keep
Lamb
writing.
Lies Down
They
was
just
a
wanted to
double album.
Yeah, and they wanted to just keep writing.
Right,
And actually, it was funny you say that because they started doing that song, and you said, well, this is simple compared to Lamb Lies Down. So
right, this one is simple compared to like exactly. In
fact, Steven wasn't even with them. Steve was finishing up his solo album, and so really it was the three of them just jamming. Mike, Tony, and Phil just jamming on this and working it out.
Yeah, this one is
Steve came
Tony
in and
and
actually
Phil,
that little thing at the end you heard there. Steve actually wrote that and put that on there.
Nice.
So yeah, and
yeah, really.
Our buddy Rick Beato actually did a "What Makes This Song Great" on this song, which was pretty neat.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, neat
cool.
episode. So
oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah.
You know.
Well, what a great start to the album, man. You know, I mean, when I think of this album, I think of this song. And then I also think of Ripples and Entangled and Squonk and Los Endos.
But yeah, well, that first squeaky, what I call a squeaky start, is wick.
Yes, yeah. What a great, just like.
Right.
Yeah, just I mean, unique sounds, man. Just always Genesis, man. They've always been one of my favorite bands. From this time until about Abacab. And the Mama album was kind of when they started going downhill for me. But for this one and the next 4 or 5 albums there, man, just everything they did was just beautiful and it's magical and powerful and unique and catchy and singable and jammable and beautiful and mellow and just like